Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Lunch with Maria. I'll just wait a few minutes until some of you log on. Today's topic is 10 mistakes new entrepreneurs make and how you can avoid them. But before we do that, I'm going to answer some questions that I often get asked. And the first one is, if I drop by unannounced, what book would I find on your coffee table? If I drop by unannounced, what book would I find on your coffee table? Whoever's listening, go ahead and answer that. I'm curious to know what you all are reading. I'm a huge bookworm. I try to read a book a week. Sometimes not always possible, depending on what I'm working on, but definitely 2 books a month for sure. So if you drop by unannounced, you would probably find Tony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within. You'd probably also find Jack Canfield and his book, which is, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the title of Jack Canfield's book. I've read it 3 times, Success Secrets. And probably anything by Brian Tracy. Love Brian Tracy. One of my favorite books and that I recommend often to the network is Eat That Frog, Productivity Tips. So what else do people normally ask me? What's your biggest tip for avoiding procrastination? Procrastination, the killer of all dreams. There's an amazing book by Mel Robbins called The 5-Second Rule. And literally you count down. Every time you don't feel like doing something, you give yourself 5 seconds. You count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you physically move and you start doing the thing that you don't want to do. That's my biggest tip. It's called the 5-second rule. Another thing that I find helps with procrastinating is actually just setting a timer on your phone and doing what I call time blocking. So just pushing yourself to work on a particular task and then giving yourself like 20 minutes for that task and then not doing anything else, not looking at your phone, not checking your Facebook messages or anything like that. So being really, really focused. The other question is, what are the values that you live by? Name at least 3. Well, that's pretty easy. My number 1 value is freedom, independence, authentic self-expression, and I would say contribution and making a difference. And essentially those are also the values of the network. So today we are talking about the 10 mistakes that new entrepreneurs make. In the network, we do have a lot of women that are just starting out, aspiring entrepreneurs, women in their probably first 3 years of business. And so today's topic is for all of us just starting out, for all of us that have an idea, we want to turn it into a reality. Maybe we have a side hustle and we want to take it full time, but there's certain places that we're getting stuck. So here are 10 mistakes that new entrepreneurs make and how you can avoid them. The first one is really having no plan, right? And I always say a goal without a plan is just a wish, right? Many people wish they could be more successful. Many people wish they could have a thriving business. Many people wish they could be their own boss, but without a solid plan in place, how are you going to get there, right? It's like going on a trip, like say, for example, you're going to Chicago, right? But you have no roadmap for how to get there. Well, you're going to get lost, aren't you? So it's important to have a roadmap and a clear route and path of how you're going to get there. And one of my favorite expressions is, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. And you don't want that to happen. I have an upcoming course. It's my signature online course. I've spent a long time creating and I've put a lot of energy and effort into it. And it's really meant to inspire women, not only to inspire, but really to give them a roadmap of how to build a business, particularly, marketing online. And it's called the She's in Biz Blueprint. I'm going to go ahead and add the link here. We open the doors for early bird pricing this Friday the 13th. So keep your eye out for that. Number 2 is spending too much money in the beginning, right? So I often call this putting the cart before the horse, right? It's spending money that you don't have. And I understand that all businesses require capital in the beginning. You have to start, but you want to really watch your marketing budget in the beginning, and you don't want to be spending money that you don't have. So I have a free report that I've developed. I mean, when I first started the Ladies Who Lunch Network, I had nothing but a Facebook page. That's all I had. I had the tiniest little computer. I could barely see the screen on it. And but what I did have was a strong passion and a why for doing what it was that I was doing. So you don't have to break the bank in the beginning. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You do have to be savvy with your marketing techniques, and a lot of that starts with social media, having a blog, having a way to communicate with your audience that's not going to be expensive. Excuse me. So I've developed a free report, the 20 inexpensive ways to market your business on a shoestring budget, and you can go ahead and download that at www.she'sandbizblueprint.com. Number 3 is trying to do everything yourself. As an entrepreneur, one of the greatest benefits of being an entrepreneur is that you don't have a boss. You're your own boss. However, on the flip side of that, that can be also detrimental because there's no one telling you what to do, right? You can work if you want. You don't have to work if you don't feel like it. And so also it's very difficult to motivate yourself. And that's really one of the reasons that I created the Ladies Who Lunch Network, is really to assemble a group of people that will support you, will encourage you, and I often say that will see the greatness in you even when you don't see it in yourself. And this is really, really important. Oftentimes when we work alone or when we're on our own, a lot of the negative thoughts can creep up, the negativity, the limiting beliefs, and we often feel like we want to give up. But sometimes all it takes is to have someone else say, you know what, you're amazing, you're doing a great job, keep going, I believe in you. And that's all it takes. And that's really the premise of the network. So ladies, if you're a female entrepreneur, or if you're someone that has a passion project, if you're someone that's starting a nonprofit, or you have an idea, you want to take it full time, you want to do something that you're really passionate about, but at the same time you want to surround yourself with other like-minded women, then I would love to invite you to join the Ladies Who Lunch Network. And we are offering an exclusive 30-day free trial at www.invitefrommaria.com. I'll be sure to add the link in the comments in a bit. Number 4 is, today we're talking about the 10 mistakes new entrepreneurs make. And the 4th one is waiting for everything to be perfect. Yes, this is a big one. One of my favorite expressions is, done is always better than perfect, right? So too many new entrepreneurs are stuck in that everything has to be perfect before I can launch phase. And nothing is going to be perfect. Everything is perfect the way it is. So in order to get ahead, you need to take action. That's all there is to it. In spite of you not thinking it's perfect, right? Progress comes from doing. It does not come from thinking about something and just knowing about it. It actually comes from doing and from action. And action is the antidote to everything, to fears, to insecurities, to doubt. So that was number 4, waiting for everything to be perfect. Do not wait for everything to be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect. And number 5 is not finding out what it is your customer avatar wants. Like, not really understanding what it is that your audience needs. Oftentimes we're very self-centered, and we think we know what our audience is wanting and needing, and then we create programs and offers and all of this thinking that, hey, this is what they want, when in fact that's not what they want at all. And the remedy to this, it's pretty easy, kind of simplistic, is simply to ask. You need to survey your audience all the time. You need to have your finger on the pulse of your audience's needs all the time. And based on their answers, that's how you can create products or services that they actually want, right? There's no point in creating something that you think they want and then putting it out there and crickets. Nobody wants it. So we use a lot of strategies in the upcoming She's and Biz Blueprint to teach female entrepreneurs how to constantly do this. One of the programs that we use is SurveyMonkey. It's a great tool to anonymously ask for feedback from your audience. Number 6 is monkey see, monkey do. I know that imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? So every time someone copies you, you get upset, but then you think, okay, it's okay. You know, imitation is the highest form of flattery. But what I want to say about that is, honestly, people, you are doing a disservice to yourself. You are a unique, beautiful individual. There is nobody else like you. What you have to offer is completely unique, and you shouldn't try to see. In the network, I always tell women that it's important to model successful behavior. It's important to model those that are successful, but I don't mean copy. I mean model their mindset, their techniques, their strategy, you know, but I don't by any means mean copy what they are doing, right? So authenticity is currency in entrepreneurship. People want to do business with you. They want to do business with a real person. They want to know you, your story, who you are, what makes you tick. And you can always spot a copycat. It just shows it's not coming from an authentic place. So model, but don't copy. Number 7 is another mistake that new entrepreneurs make is they think that success happens overnight. They see successful people in their industry or their field and they think, wow, how come I'm not there yet? You know, she obviously is doing something different, or there's a shortcut to success, but really there's not. A lot of the people in our industry, it seems like they're an overnight success, but they're absolutely not. It's been years of hard work, effort, trying things, failing, trying again. So success takes time. Building a business takes time. You need to be patient. And I love the expression that everyone at the front of the line was once at the back of the line. You have to remember that always. You know, today we have a global network of over 200 women, but at one point there was nobody. There was one member, 2 members. That's it. So, you know, I didn't just wake up and one day have a global network with women from all over the world overnight. I've been working on the Ladies Who Lunch Network for 4.5 years. So success does not happen overnight. Keep going, and don't give up. Don't give up too soon. That's what I'd like to say about that. And do not compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's production reel. You can't do that, right? You can't compare where you're at to where someone who's been in the business like 10 years is at. That's a recipe for not for success, for frustration. Number 8 is not being passionate about your idea. Passion is really the fuel that drives entrepreneurship. Steve Jobs said it. You can't sustain something that you're not passionate about, right? Because as entrepreneurs, we all have a little bit of crazy in us. Otherwise, we would just be in our regular 9-to-5 jobs, right? But we're risk takers, and we are fueled by passion. Passion is what sustains us. Passion will keep you going even when you feel like you want to throw in the towel. I say I work 5 to 9, not 9 to 5. I'm literally up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I probably work till about 9. And I do take breaks, don't get me wrong, but it's that I'm so passionate about what it is that I do that I lose track of time. And that's the feeling that I need you to go after, because essentially anything can be monetized. So never do anything just for the sake of that's going to make me money. You know, we see people online, we think, oh wow, she's got a women's network, oh that's a great idea, I'm gonna do the same, and I bet you it's going to make me a lot of money. That's not how I started the Ladies Who Lunch Network. People said to me, Maria, did you go to other networking events? Did you take what you liked from some groups and you know what you didn't from other groups, and then did you form your own network? And I said, I have never been to a networking event in my entire life. They're like, wow. So the network was simply an authentic self-expression. It was just like what I wanted to bring out into the world. It really was just a passion project for me that's obviously now turned into a business. We have a business model behind it. But I never started it with the idea that, oh, I'm going to make a whole bunch of money with this network. That wasn't the idea at all. It was really to inspire other women through my own story and what I had been through, and to show them that if I can rise above these circumstances, then they can as well. So that was my underlying why. Number 9 is having a negative mindset. Negative mindset. Mindset is really by far the key element to success. And people say, oh, Maria, I don't want to hear about mindset. I need you to give me marketing strategies and, this and that. But really cultivating a mindset of success is really one of the most important things that you can do. You need to surround yourself with others that are also in a like-minded mindset, right? It's very difficult to move forward in life and to progress if you are hanging out with people that are toxic, if you are hanging out with people that don't believe in you, if you're hanging out with people that put you down or that don't believe in your dream. You don't want to be around those people. You need to stay away from the naysayers, and you need to protect your energy as much as you can. Protecting your energy is one of the smartest things that you can do. And so be very cognizant of who you surround yourself with, what kind of energy they're bringing to you, and how that's affecting you. So again, if you're a female entrepreneur, if you're someone that feels a little bit isolated and you want to surround yourself with positive people, I'm offering an exclusive 30-day trial to join the Ladies Who Lunch Network. Just visit www.invitefrommaria.com to receive your exclusive invitation. And the last one is not starting today. This is the biggest mistake that people make. People think, oh, I've got plenty of time. I can do that next year. I'll start that project next week or next year, or I've got plenty of time. You don't know how much time you have on this earth. And you need to start today. Start where you are. Start with what you have and just get going. Brian Tracy says, 2 key factors to success are, one is the courage to actually start something, right? The courage to start something. And then the second one is the courage to keep going. So start, and then the courage to keep going. There's a term also called paralysis by analysis, which means like there's so much information that you're just like overloaded, and it's really hard to do anything because you feel paralyzed. There's so much you don't know which way to turn. And that's one of the reasons that I created the She's in Biz Blueprint, which is really a comprehensive roadmap to kind of hold you by the hand and say, hey, these are the steps that you need to take to build a successful business. It's an online course. We open up early bird enrollment on Friday, and it's going to be great for those of you that have an idea, you're thinking about launching, you don't know how to get started, you wish someone could tell you the steps, the strategies, the tools, the resources. It's all there. Everything that I've learned in my 4.5 years and even before in business, it's all in the She's in Biz Blueprint. We do start with mindset. We talk about your foundation, the values of your business, your mission statement, who you're speaking to, what you're offering. Then we go into like website and branding, which I love. What is your website doing for you? Are you attracting customers, clients, etc.? Then we talk about building your business like a boss and how to gain more visibility and more exposure for what it is that you do. And finally, we talk about Let's Get Social. It's all about social media marketing and how you can leverage social media and use social media to attract clients. So, ladies, if you're interested, please go ahead and pick up the free guide, 20 inexpensive ways to market your business at she'sinbizblueprint.com. The course will launch this Friday with an early bird special. I've made it really affordable for all of those interested. There should be nothing stopping you. That's it for now. Thank you everyone for joining me, and remember to keep dreaming and keep dreaming with your eyes wide open. Bye for now.